Hi, readers. Welcome to my reading teacher. Today we're doing The Puppets of Spelhorst and we're doing chapter 13. I wanted to tell you if you love the book like I do, I ordered this online through Amazon. It is hardback, but I got a great deal on it. Oh, I ordered 3 books at a time. So I think I only paid like $8 or $9 for it. So if you're interested, it was on Amazon. The next thing that's really cool is I have a student, Ducan, did a drawing for me of the characters. So take a look and can you figure out who each character is? I'm pretty sure you know. They turned out great. So you're going to hear about some of these characters today. So, chapter 13. From deep in the cleaning bucket, the owl heard Jane Twitham's words about nonsense and thought that they sounded very wise. And in class, we just talked about how we remembered how he ended up in the bucket because the cleaning lady thought that he was a feather duster, not a beautiful, wise owl. For instance, what kind of nonsense was it that he had been mistaken for a feather duster? We talked about how insulting that is. Nonsense coming and nonsense going, he said into the depths of the bucket, and nothing but nonsense in between. He wished that he had thought to say goodbye to the king and the girl. That's kind of sad. The owl was aware suddenly of missing the wolf. He comforted himself by saying, "My teeth are well and truly sharp," in a wolf like voice. Words that it didn't make much sense for an owl to say. And we talked about that because owls don't have teeth, they have beaks. But who cared? He could say anything he wanted to. It was all just words, nothing but words, words, and nothing happened until suddenly you were mistaken for a feather duster. Oh, he wanted to fly. "I want to fly," said the owl into the great emptiness of the bucket. Meanwhile, outside, clutched firmly in the talons of a hawk, the boy puppet was flying. So we would call that ironic that the owl really, really wants to fly, but here the boy has been picked up by a hawk and is being carried. The wind was in his face and he was up so high, he wonders if he was close to the moon. Was this his destiny, his purpose, to fly up high over the world? As for the hawk, he had the sudden realization that what he had in his talons was not alive. It did not have within it the ragged, stuttering heartbeat of despair. So that tells you how smart hawks are. They know if something's alive or not. Disgusted, the hawk opened his claws and released, that means let go of the puppet. The boy went tumbling head over heels through the air. His arrows fell from his quiver. His bow fell from his shoulder. So there's the quiver there, and then the arrows are falling there. And there, I can't see where the bow is. And maybe you can tell me where the bow is. But I definitely see the boy falling down. And we had a little talk about, wow, the boy had gone from many places, from being in the bottom of a box to the rag and bone man's truck to being given as a gift, ending up in the mantle, on the ground outside, and then flying in the air. Wow. He thought of the girl and the wolf and the king and the owl. He thought of the blue room and the darkness inside the trunk and the moonlight that had been as bright as day. Suddenly, the falling stopped. The boy was caught in the branches of a tree. So he's not even all the way on the ground. That was the end of chapter 13. So we will find out what happens next in chapter 14. Please give it a like and a comment if you have a comment or a question, or if you yourself would like to draw one of the characters. I'm going to have a few of my students work on them as well. Thank you for listening.